Hello everyone, it's Red with RedDragonLeo.com, and this is the weekend update for the last week of October 2010. Looking here at Cobra's blog and looking at one of his charts, I like to look at the weeklies a lot to kind of give me an idea of where the market is going. And we are certainly looking to me like we're pretty close to the top, if not there already. It's true that we could come on up here and make a double top. No question about that. That could happen. We do have one more week next week before the elections. So, are they going to try to push this thing up next week, or are they going to sell, take some profits for those that bought down here? I think we're going to roll over next week and not hit the high. I don't know how far. I don't know if we're going to have just a simple week like this, or maybe a week like this. I mean, I don't know, but I think we're awful close to a turning point right here. As Cobra's pointed out here on this weekly, that we are way overbought here. Of course, the thing we all know is that they can keep this thing overbought longer than the bears can stay in the game, and that happens a lot. But if you were to count the weeks here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the next one was a down week. We're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So maybe we're getting close. You see, we're really close to hitting that limit, I believe. So I, just based upon other things besides just this, I think we're going to roll over. We're having a lot more flash crashes. We had, the one here recently of the 106 print that I'm going to show you here. This really wasn't a flash crash. Well, I guess it was. It happened. It was a real trade. Now, they only executed and paid supposedly 10% of the people that went down at this time. Now, I don't know what this went through as, a buy or a sell, or maybe they sold here, they bought here. I'm sure the gangsters, the feds, they bought here and sold it up here, so I'm sure they profited from it. But we also had a flash crash here over the weekend here, and there's a link to it on the blog that ZeroHedge here found, and it happened Friday night. As you can see here, there is a crash in the currencies, and this probably has to do with the G20 summit that was out over the weekend as well. So there's a lot of fear going on in the market right now. This is a big crash right here. I mean, that's a big move down in the dollar. So we are getting close to a point that one of these flash crashes is going to happen for real. They're doing this after hours, these crashes, or before the market opens, because I guess obviously they want to wipe out people that are. If there's people that have buy stops or stuff down here, they go wipe them out and steal their money. Legalized robbery. That's what it is. But if you look at this print that we had down to 106 last week, I want to take you back in time to the May 6th crash, which we're going to look here at it here. Okay, right here, this date, May 5th, I guess, this crash low, when this happened, 1065.79 was the intraday low. We were pre-warned of that. Now, I didn't get this print until a day or two after it happened, but we were pre-warned with this print. Oops, sorry, that's the US dollar. Here, this print here. Let me back up here. Okay, right here. This print was sent to me after the fact, Alpha Horn had made a copy of it and sent it to me after it happened. And this is early in the morning at like, I think almost midnight. That was like almost midnight, I believe. And you can see the date that he sent it to me. It obviously, we're here, we're a few days afterwards when it happened. But he had went and made a screenshot. The print was still showing up days afterwards. So he never caught it prior to it happening. But obviously, this print happened at midnight one day before the actual flash crash. This here is the flash crash. Went right down and hit that target dead on. This is the fake print. This was the fake print that happened at midnight before. And it was still up on the charts. This would be the current day, which as you can see here, 5:10. So that was 5:05. And I guess that was, Sunday, Friday. You can see the dates here. So that was Wednesday night, Thursday morning, whatever, the day before. So that would have been on the 4th. So this was a warning, saying, hey guys, this is where we're going to take it. And sure enough, they did. They took it there the very next day. Now, we don't know the code to when the event's going to happen. We just know the price level. So, you go back and you look at this. That tells me they're going to take it to this print at some time. I don't know when. I don't know the date. But it tells me that it's coming. And then you got all these other flash crashes. So they're telling you where they're going to take this. So, these currencies, the euro, US dollar here, they are doing these flash crashes for a reason, folks, and it's a warning sign that that this is coming. So, when is the other question? I can't answer that. Is it going to happen next week? I don't know. I think we should roll over next week. There's all kinds of signs to point to us rolling over, but now it doesn't mean we won't pop up on Monday, because we did make a bull flag here. When you look at the S&P on the 15-minute chart here, you can clearly see this up move and sideways consolidation on Thursday and Friday. That's a bull flag. So should it play out Monday, then it should pop up here, maybe make a double top or just shy of it or whatever, and then should roll over or go on up, I guess, and make a major high. I mean, it's, with the manipulation in the market that's so heavy, I mean, it's certainly possible. I don't think it's going to. There are lots of other reasons, that show that we are rolling over on other charts as well. So I do not think that that's going to be the case. The weekly here is clearly overbought and should be rolling over anytime soon. We have almost tagged that moving average. Now, whether or not, maybe they pop it up on Monday. Maybe they pop it up right there to, that 11.95 and then tag it and then be done with it. I don't know. I do want to go over here something from Reinhardt's site. And he has just went to subscription here. If you click on it, you want to read any of these posts, it's a subscription now that he's offering. But his free site here shows this picture. That's it. Say nothing else. So it's up to you. Try to figure it out. What does he mean? What's he saying? Well, to me, that says 11/21. That's a date. That's November 21st. And that's January 26th. Legatus, of course. And that's probably when they have their next meeting. So, to me, that tells me that we are going to go up from the 11/21 date in November up to the Legatus pilgrimage on 1/26, because it's a turn date. And we did have we had a rally in the market, a continued rally after this latest Legatus turn date that we just recently had. So You know, they'll be having another one, I guess, probably here. I've looked it up here for you, and we'll show it here. Looks like we're having another one February 3rd through the 5th. So, you know, so it's possible that we, so somewhere right around that time period, we start to roll over and go down again in 2011. Now, this one here, of course, from September the 9th through the 20th, what happened in that one? Well, all we know is that they're turn dates. So let's go back and look and see. We talked about this. So September the 9th through the 20th, looks to me like it started a little bit early, actually. So that would make sense if you think about this. So September the 9th started here. It ended on the 20th. That was their entire process. Now, when you look here, at this point, it was right around here, and the market rallied hard from here. But notice just a few days prior to that, we were at the low. So back it up to about this September the 1st or so, they had pretty much already set the plan in motion as to what's going to happen, and it ran up after that. So we did have a turn. It's just that during the meeting was during this time period here, and obviously they had already determined that they were going to put stimulus in, and the market ran up and continued up. So it was a little bit off on the dates as they did it early. You know, so, and if we go back again, if we went back the one in February of this year, that one there was February the 4th through the 6th, and that was when it marked the low as well. So every time they have a Legatus pilgrimage, you know, there's a turn. So there was one there, and then basically there was one right here in September this week right here. So it's a little bit out there. It already popped up some, but I guess they put a lot more stimulus in and moved it up even further. So when I look at this, that means probably by January the 26th, a little bit early, they'll start selling, and we're going to run up from. So I think we're going to have a low somewhere in mid-November. I think we're going to have a low, and then the market will run up throughout the December holiday season into this 126 date, and start to roll over a little bit earlier, so that they can, before they have their little meeting here. So they'll be selling earlier, I guess. That's what the plan is for that. So that's on the, you know, the dark side there of speculation. It's all just speculation, of course. There's certainly a turn in the market, and you know, so will that be the case this time? I think so. I do. As for next week, I do think we're going to roll over. I don't know how far we're going to go down, but to me, I think, you know, like I said, there's a possibility we could pop up here, maybe hit that 1193 or something like that, 1195 area, and then roll over towards the end of the week as they, you know, try to take some profits ahead of this November 2nd election. So that tells me that the election is going to go bad, and maybe they don't implement the quantitative easing package too, and then the market gets spooked and sells off. Or maybe they implement it, but it's a very small package, and the market dumps hard anyway. So all this big run up has been on the assumption that they're going to give the market more crack cocaine, you know, more stimulus money, more monopoly money. So that's what it's all based upon. So it's all buy the rumor, sell the news. So even if they issue it, even if they do issue the quantitative easing too, I don't think it's going to go much higher. I think it's got to sell off first. So I think they're going to sell the news regardless. So they might hold it up next week into that, but I think we're going to dip down and sell off next week. I think all the charts just say we're going to roll over, and I think they're going to go ahead and roll it over into that. And then maybe after the November 2nd election, it gets worse and they just keep selling it off until we go down and hit that 106 print, or about 1060. Sure, that's calling for a big move down, but you know, hey, they've told us before where they're going to take it, so what's to say they don't do it again this time? So anyway, that's it, gang. That's all I got. Hope this helps. See you guys.